Hey, what up everyone? DredgeX97 here. How y'all doing today? Today we'll be looking at ITF-01 Purple Abyss. For those of you that don't know, this is a Voyager scaled version of the original War for Cybertron Deluxe Optimus Prime. Now this figure is all the way from China, and I gotta say I felt like Sid from Toy Story when he finally showed up. Looking at the box, it's quite neat. I love the War for Cybertron details on it, even the badly translated bio is pretty funny. But here, I don't keep that many boxes, so you know where this is going. The same place as Biden's administration. Right off the bat, I am in love with this color scheme. For those of you that don't know, purple is my favorite color, in case my logo didn't make it obvious. So seeing this armored truck in this beautiful violet eggplant Byzantine? Look, I don't know colors. Purple. This astounding shade of purple is quite surreal. I even adore the lime green highlights because that's my second favorite color. Again, if my logo didn't make it obvious. And on an evil Optimus Prime, it almost looks toxic in its nature. This vehicle mode is pretty unique as far as trucks go because it looks more like a roadster than a semi. Maybe Tesla will make one of these someday. Moving on to comparisons, here he is next to my custom Broken Mirror inspired Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Looking at them both side by side, I can kinda see a similarity between the two alt modes, and the line continuity actually starts making some sense, because going from Flawless Cybertron to Prime, it's just kinda jarring. I'll say this, the colors on this figure put my custom work to shame, and damn! That's a nice purple. Alright, now moving on to some more figures. And now here he is to some new War for Cybertron figures. Here is DCS Army Drone, Shattered Glass Ironhide, and Netflix Deep Cover, or Shattered Glass Auto Trooper. Like I said in Treadshot's review, I do miss the old War for Cybertron designs, but hey, maybe Legacy will pick up the slack! And for another Cybertronian vehicle, here he is with Beast Machine's Tankor, who I am using as Shattered Glass Warpath. This figure is considered a Mega Class toy, but I think that was the term used before Voyager. Anyways, they look pretty good next to each other. And finally, here he is with my custom Cybertronian Shattered Glass Dreadshot. And yeah, they do look good next to each other. Again, not patting myself on the back or anything. Alrighty, looking at accessories, he comes with quite a few. His blaster, which is basically the same as the original. These two clubs in reference to Beast Wars Transmetal Optimus Primal. These two energy blades, and a blade holder. Okay, jokes aside, the blades attached to this piece to form an axe head, then the two clubs combine together to make a hilt for the axe. Now this axe is quite impressive. It's just about the size of a pocket tomahawk. You can almost use it as a real weapon. Alright, back to the blaster. It's spring-loaded, just like the original, and it looks kinda dopey. Even though it sorta reminds me of an E11 blaster from Star Wars. Kicking off transformation, first flip up this gray panel, then slightly flip down the smokestacks, push in the dark flaps, thus disconnecting the legs from the body, bring the flaps out partway, then flip down the smokestacks, bring out the legs and flip out the feet, bring down the knee pads. There are some sliding joints on the calves, go ahead and extend those out like so. Flip down the wheels, on mine is kinda tight, then flip up the panel and bring out the heel. Do the same on the other side and the legs are done. Alright, back up to the front of the truck, flip down the bumper, then bring back the hood. Mine is kinda tight, so I do apologize for the jump in animation. Then bring the hood out of the way, take these panels, flip them out, bring down the forearms, slide back the fenders, and bring the whole arms back slightly to make way for the wheels to flip down. Then, bring up the shoulders. I want to take a moment to appreciate just how much engineering went into this tangled mess. Just look at it! This came out of a brick! It's remarkable, man! Alright, next, rotate the front of the truck down while spinning the hood around to the back. Accordion the torso, take the bumper and plug it into the tab on the torso. push in the slider connected to the hood, flip out the hands, bring up these panels, and flip down the fenders to make shoulder pads. Flip in the bumper sides to make his belt, flip up the hood, and bring his head down. Rotate his arms forward, and bada bing bada boom, he's ready to bring doom. Now this figure is just awesome. He looks amazing without being overly G1ified like most modern figures. He has a few issues, but those are quite easily overlooked. He poses great with his blaster and axe. He's even blast effect compatible? Not just with his force multiplier, but with his clubs too. You can even shorten his axe and give him a long barrel rifle. Oh, one side note, I will keep his knee pads up like this because I think it looks dope. For articulation, his head is on a ball joint, so it spins 360 degrees. It can look up and down too. His arms also spin 360 degrees. They can go out above 90 degrees. Elbow only bends 90 degrees though. Wrist can bend inwards due to transformation and have a slight swivel. Legs can only partially move forward, even if you move the crotch plate out of the way. Inside the legs, the hip cavity doesn't give the joint enough room to properly articulate. The legs go out this far and can rotate 360 degrees and have a double knee bend too. The ankle is on a back and forward joint in the leg and a ball joint in the foot. The foot can rotate 360 degrees and the toe can flip up pretty far, and so can the heel spur too. Comparing him again to the Beast Hunter's mold, the chest and torso are somewhat similar, and the shoulder pads would look more alike, except when I bought my Beast Hunter's Prime, he was missing his shoulder pads. Even though this figure doesn't have chrome highlights, it definitely looks way better than my handiwork, and I am ecstatic to have him in my collection. Here he is with some other SG figures, and he probably looks the coolest in my opinion. Again, with FOC Treadshot, I miss the High Moon aesthetic. Finally, here he is with Fall of Cybertron Soundwave, another deluxe War for Cybertron figure who needed an upgrade. I wish they would make an oversized version of the War for Cybertron Deluxe Megatron. Look, I know there's that Fall of Cybertron styled one, but I wasn't a fan of Megatron and Optimus in the Fall of Cybertron games. They knocked it out of the park in War for Cybertron, and FOC is just, it's mad to me. So, my final thoughts of this figure, he is fan-freaking-tastic. Honestly, I wish this figure was more accessible, but I got him on eBay for a decent price. Normally, you can find him on SirToys.com, but he was out of stock when I last checked. Should you buy this guy? He's a somewhat rare figure for a niche collection, but he fits right on in with my current lineup. I put off buying this guy for over a year, and man, do I wish I bought him sooner. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave your thoughts and questions down in the comment section below. And if you like what you saw, consider leaving a like if you want to. Thank you again to all my old and new subscribers. Thank you for putting up with me, guys. Be sure to check out my Discord, link in the description below. Y'all have a great day, God bless, and stay safe out there. Peace out!